Good morning! Oh, Tucker's spazzing out already. He's got the energy. Tucker's our energy today. What's going on? How's everybody's weekend? I was sick the whole damn time, so I'm just kind of sipping some Joe, trying to wake the hell up.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear that Tucker's got a neighbor going crazy with a leaf blower. He's here for the hype this morning.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
So-
I'm gonna keep myself muted so this doesn't.
So right at the top, for those who missed last week, we are in a little bit of a trade, and it's not gonna open well.
We are cooked on that one.
We are cooked on this one. What we took, well, what Jay-Z took is he took the ARBE $3 call for December. The show account wasn't ready yet, so I actually took the $2 call of the same expiration about a day later for about the, what, you paid 10 to get on that? It was a 10-cent contract?
I got an 8 fill actually, so.
Oh, you sneaky. I
Yeah.
got that 2 for a whopping $14. But it's not gonna matter. They did, I believe, you might have more deets than me, Jurassic. They did beat on their earnings, but the market
the
at
revenue
wide
is
is
good.
shitting the bed.
Yeah, they did bad on their initial EPC, but they did do well on their revenue and guidance. However, I will say it's a 12.19 right now. It's going to open up at $0 no matter what. But
Yeah, it is.
it's definitely going to be. It's a 0 to hero contract, so we'll find out if it comes back to life later on. But the overall market was looking terrible. So I mean,
Yeah, SPY's below 670 in pre-market right now.
are we cooked? We possibly are cooked.
We didn't cook.
We didn't cook. We got cooked. I think that's what happened. We got cooked.
All right, what do I got going on over here? There we go. All right, we are getting a refresh on our chart for market open. I'm going to pop open another tab here. We're going to get, what is beeping? Is that you beeping? Or is that me beeping? That might be me beeping. Oh, it's me. It's because I have I got alerts on that damn account. I'm going to shut those off. That's so annoying. Yep, we are at 0 on that bad boy. No big deal. We kind of expected it. We're dropping more right at the top here. Where we at? Already below 670 for the S&P. Give that a new little refresh. Sometimes the data tries to catch up real fast right at open.
Yeah.
So I give them a couple of refreshes right at the open here. We're still... SPX right now is flirting with 6,700 again. This will take a second. There's not going to be much net premium right away at the open, folks. So I always give the tide a little second to catch up to see where people are slinging. And for those who don't know, we did start a show account. We're going to be trading a $1,000 account. We might have jumped the gun a little last week. We took a couple of SPY scalps. I lost 3, 1, 2, and our boy Jay-Z won 1. We're vibing. We're vibing. We will take a look at JD options here in a bit. Oleg, don't worry. I just kind of want to see what the market open does, see if we form any kind of range, or if we're just going to tumble on down without giving me a fun scalp entry in a safe manner. Keyword safe manner. We're trying to take this show account from 1,000 to what the hell ever to show that small accounts can do the juice too. We just have to be a little bit more restrictive with my usual scalping strategies and Jay-Z's usual degeneracy.
I'm a little crazy when it comes to that stuff, so.
And we do have some fun news stories we'll get to that are completely unrelated to the markets after we take a look at some general market open flow as well. Jay-Z, I know before we get to today's flows, you did have something from last week going into the weekend that you wanted to take a peek at, maybe revisit from one of your filters.
Did I have something? I can't remember, man. Weekend's been such a...
Yeah, the weekend was kind of a drag. You did get your new system set up, though, so we don't have to worry about any lag.
I got to remember what it was.
It's bouncing above 670 again.
Let me look through the chat real quickly, the Discord chat real quickly.
Yeah, sure. No worries.
Let me see if I can find it.
Tucker, at the open, Well,
Yeah.
we watched SPY retrace that entire move briefly. It might reject. I'm still watching this. We have negative gamma above. Let's see if the bulls have it in them. I'm not going to take an open scalp, though. Those are risky. I know a lot of people love trading the open. I kind of do, too. But this is a show account that we don't want to be too risky with, so I'm not going to chase shit at the open. I'll be good. I'll figuratively sit on my hands. But let's get something non-market related while SPY does this bounce, and let's see what Tucker's got for us. Even though I made him super tiny in the corner here, you want to scoot to the right a little. You're left.
Me? What? It's mostly about like how I'm sitting in the chair because the window's so tight.
I'm just gonna click and drag your beautiful face to the left. How about
You
that?
making him
I'll
dance over there, Nick?
There we go. Look at that.
Okay.
Look at that.
So
move.
here's what we got this morning. Nick wanted me to bring up things that are not related to the market, and everyone, Avatar Fire and Ash tickets are now on sale for December 19th. This is your warning. If you would like to go to Pandora on the opening day of the third Avatar movie, go buy your tickets now before they sell out. I got my tickets this morning. I don't know what you guys are up to.
I didn't even know this was happening.
That is funny.
This is the breaking news that I'm bringing. We can look at the little Avatar popcorn bucket there.
Is Tucker a closet AMC ape?
Oh, I don't know, man.
No, I do pay for my A-list though, so they get my money. But yeah, that's basically it.
He's even on the AMC website. Tucker's trying to pump his bags.
Yeah,
Caught in
Tucker,
4K.
Tucker is just silently in AMC and he doesn't even tell us. And, he's just like, little cheeky boy over there.
Well, I don't know. That's it. That's quick. You guys know as much
He
as say
didn't
about
wait
that.
25 years for this one?
No, I don't think so. I don't think he went. Maybe 30.
I had Jay-Z's screen.
Yeah, I do. Actually, I did find it. So I have the PKG, the 1121 that came in on Friday. It was kind of unusual for me when I saw it. So we had this massive candle come in, 2365 on volume on Friday. 2357 open interest carried over. Like almost all of it carried over, right? So this is a really unusual trade with 7 DTE going in, with the market being like weird at the time it was at, right? Seems like they were all flow trades, all close to that. Now I will say that
Nick,
spread.
The chat's saying we're getting a bunch of echo. I think maybe
It was from
you need
earlier
to
during
mute.
your segment. It's gone now.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah.
So so this was really weird, right? And then the 1121 expiration, which is this week actually, so 7 DT expiration coming in. Spreads are a little wonky. Not the biggest fan of the spreads. However, I personally took some in this just because it looked weird and unusual, right? Coming in, that was the only basically the only volume that was traded that day too, right? So it kind of looked fishy. This is the one I was looking at. So I mean, the OI all carried over. So this could be a nothing burger. You never know, right? I'm obviously anything can be a nothing burger, but this looked pretty interesting going in there. It does have a higher market cap than usual, but it was I believe it was over $100,000 in premium. So it does it makes you think as to why somebody would throw $100,000 into this, right? Market is taking a hit. So with that being taking a hit, I am a little worried about positions. However, I would say in a situation like this with 7 DTE, my recommendation would always to be buy a little bit more time than you should buy, right? If you are interested in something like this, buy a little bit more time. But yeah, this is what I wanted to go over, Nick.
SPY has
today.
retraced a really big portion of that move down. We're at a new high of the actual day. We haven't really breached into the pre-market shindig. But if you want to real quick, go to JD's options flow from Friday, because I might be seeing right now why our man in chat, Oleg Lynch, was so excited about JD. It is mooning right now. And by mooning, I mean it's it's doing all right. We're above $30 on it from an open way down at like 29.35. So we're up well over 1% on this bad boy. It's still going up. We're up almost 3% right after the open. That SPY dip is laughing right now. This is you see why I don't chase market open shorts, especially. Look at this bounce. And look where they got to. They wicked through that positive gamma at 67.10 on SPX, barely touched a tiny, tiny tip of 67.05 where we had the tiniest bit of negative gamma, but bounced right back out of it into positive
Nick,
gamma
we're
way
just
up at
looking at a
67.45.
black screen right now.
Nick, we're looking at a black screen, by the way.
Ah!
It's just Jay-Z in the black screen. I was like,
There we go.
is this
Fixed
there you
it.
go.
There we go.
Here's that 6700 way down here. They couldn't quite get there because they held 6705 again, which had been a defensible level. We have negative gamma way up at 6750, and it's pretty deep negative. We're wicking against positive gamma at 6740 and 45 right now. I don't know if they have the juice. But I do want to know if we missed anything special on JD with it hitting a top so far of 3014 before rejecting at all.
I do see something that is interesting. I on 1114, like just off the bat, if I'm looking at the historical data, we did have a 2.03 volume third average. Now, obviously, all these calls, like it could mean something different, but having a 216,000 call volume the past 2 days, right? 1113 and 1114, you both had a really high call volume coming. So volume third day average is really high. So if you look at this, there was a lot of volume coming in. Maybe I don't know if Oligarch had like a specific contract. Oglinch has a specific contract she saw. You can post it in. I can take a look at that if that was a specific contract, but I didn't really see any specific contracts per se.
Open interest? My God.
Yeah,
Look at
dude, it's
those.
crazy.
You want to pop that open, see if we can see some historical? on this
Gotcha.
bet? Oh no, there's just no.
Yeah.
There's
Let's
no.
just add it. Yeah. I mean, you had the 138,000 that was added, which is kind of half, right? Half bid, half ask, right? On
a lot
9-9.
of carryover on that, and then it kept building from there. But it is kind of hard to gauge what the directionality could have been on that. That's a crazy amount of open interest. That's
dude,
by
is
far and
nuts.
beyond the highest, right? There's nothing even close to that in the chains.
No, I think that is the highest. Let me take a look. Yeah, I mean you have 444K,
Yeah,
right?
it's
compared
by
to
far.
67K, right? So
Let's just for shits and giggles go ahead and open up that $40 contract again. Let's go back to that first order of 68,000 and see what the hell that was. Dude, they're just flinging that shit all over the place.
yeah, this is the one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a split. I guess we can kind of take a look at how they opened, if we had any multis going on. Yeah, not really. This is a smorgasbord of flipping all over the place.
Yeah, dude, this is like you
That's
go to
so
go.
much,
This is
though.
like going to eat hot pot and you get like lamb, beef, pork, all the mixes, and you put it all in the thing.
Thanks for putting it in terms I'll understand. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I got you, man. I got you. This is what I'm here for. Gotta use the food terms. People love the food terms, so.
And I'm starving, so you got me worked up for that.
Yeah, me too. So, but yeah, this is just a mix of a lot of things. This would be really hard to read. I mean, personally, I would look at this. I mean, there are people that can definitely look at this and tell you exactly kind of a direction of their thoughts, aka the GOAT Snorlax. However, for me, I would just look at this and be like, this is just crazy noise to me, and I wouldn't be able to give you guys a specific direction.
This like little batch here, they're slapping them on the bid, but throughout the rest of the orders, we were seeing pretty much the same thing at the S. So I wouldn't have traded this personally.
Yeah.
But let's assume some of these folks were long. What was the high on this 40 today so far at the open? It's still way out of the money, and they got a couple months of time. I got a feeling
high on today's open. Doesn't even tell me what the high it is.
What's just the 11.17 close average? Go ahead and let's turn that on. We can show people this. Down on the historical volume OI thing, to the right, there's those two arrows. Click the thing next to it.
This one?
Yeah. Show hide columns and turn the high on and the low. There we go. Yeah, I mean, if they were short way back then, this has done nothing but lose value since. So whoever shorted in that heavy volume's probably happy today. If anybody longed in that heavy volume, they're probably not that happy.
Yeah.
Because those fills are in the 180s, man. Like, you know. No, I don't like these 40s. These 40s are just kind of a shit show. Where's JD at now while we're running our mouths, though?
It's 2.3%. I mean, it's come down a little bit. A little bit, not a lot. Just a little bit, tad bit. I mean, I'm guessing that's just sell pressure, to be honest. Like, people just send the contracts. I'm guessing if people had a good average, they're probably getting out of some of these right now. Maybe the 29, the 30s they're getting out of 1121s, you know. So
We're getting a little bit of upper range chop on SPX now. Just gonna pop over to my Periscope here. Yeah, that
for the uninitiated
gamma
of us, what does
above and
chop
below.
mean, Nick?
What's that?
What does chop mean for those?
Chop is like, it's just kind of like literally chopping
Oh, sure.
in a small
Okay, like-
range.
Got it.
But we've so far not been able to conquer the positive gamma at 67.45. They haven't quite gotten up there, but 67.40 flipped negative. It's starting to look, until I see a really clear rejection, that the bulls have the juice this morning. They're starting to push up into where they dipped from in pre-market. We gotta close this window. I got too many windows already, guys. Hey, what's going on, Anthony? My
what's
man!
up, Anthony? How are you doing?
Anthony, if you missed it, that earnings YOLO we took is currently sitting at a big fat 0 on ARBE. But hey,
Yeah.
we got a month. We'll see what happens with it. It was a 0 hero. The $1,000 account will take a $15 hit if it goes to 0 and stays at $15. Just a little dipping of the toes on one of the degen filters, but we're hanging out. If anybody has any contracts they want to see, drop them. You've got us for another like hour and a half, close to 2 hours. So let's party.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's Monday,
Also, we
baby!
Florida's been kind of like a little slow in my opinion, honestly.
It has. Friday was pretty slow too.
Yeah, I mean, even today, this morning, like for a Monday, like I'm seeing barely anything coming through. Like, and it's been weird for the past week or so, I think. Let's take a look at this real quickly. Oh, that's
We've got a little bit of back testing in SPX here. The 67.35 negative gamma. Let's see if they sweep through it. That 67.30 has grown more positive, so it's hanging out. Bing chilling.
been chilling.
NVIDIA thoughts. We're actually going to have a show on specifically NVIDIA on Wednesday. But we're not going to do market open on Wednesday. We're going to do about halfway through power hour into about an hour into post market. So we can take a look at the reaction and scream and yell as NVIDIA moves the whole market for no reason whatsoever other than being NVIDIA.
Yeah, so that watch part is going to be a BYOC. It's bring your own contracts, okay?
$175 calls on NVIDIA. Why is this showing me nothing? Copy. I'm going to see if anybody else on the team is having this issue. Oh, nope, that's Netflix.
Netflix.
Give me one moment, gents.
Yeah, I'm having the same issue, sir.
There's 10,000 volume on this bad boy today. I really want to see. All right, they're already working on it. We are in business, baby! But two... Yes, delish. Oh, IA stylish. Is that like Iowa stylish? Because I'm from Iowa. You representing? I don't know how stylish Iowa is, but I'll take it. But homie got the 220 calls for November 21st for cheap. Bro's playing those weeklies. I don't know how you're sitting at your desk with those massive balls, but I respect it. These 175s are popping off this morning. I want to see those once we get this bar issue fixed. They're nowhere near crazy profits yet. As you can see, we didn't really have any open interest on these 175s for NVIDIA. Not a whole lot going on in terms of what was open to begin with. But this morning, again, 10,000 volume. We've got some confirmed new trades occurring this morning. But if you see, the low was 1605 and the high was 1775. So we're not looking at anything crazy yet, even if they got in right at the open. But I want to take a look at my man here. He had the 200 call. Oops, it would help if I typed in the
220.
ticker.
Is it 220, right?
Oh, yep, 220, my bad. 220 call for 1121. There's 3,200 volume on this bad boy this morning. It looks like we might be getting... Nope, just only 100 there. Just tiny bit. They're still working on these bars. These will be fixed shortly, homies. Don't worry, don't worry. They're on it like Donkey Kong, right out of the gate.
Also, Nick, take a look at ALB, brother. We're up 8% for the day, 9% now.
What'd
Shoot,
you
Ripper.
I'll take a peek at that 1 sec. What'd you buy these for, Stylish? Thanks for all the videos, help, information for newbies like myself. Appreciate you, Dino Wright. Thanks for kicking it with us, man. Glad we could be helpful at least somewhat while you watch us lose our very first trade for the show.
Yes, sir.
But Stylish had these 220s. Said they got them cheap, so I have to imagine they got them Friday, because Friday is the cheapest they've been other than the open at 27 per contract this morning. If they got them near the lows yesterday, they're sitting on at least like $10 per contract in profit. But all right, I'll flip over to your screen. What were you going to look at there, Jay-Z?
The ALBs, the ALBs is moving. I mean, the 150s came in just now as well. Seems like 200 volume coming in. It was just like it's on a run right now, so which is why I was like interested to see pull them up. They're up 9%. I did see somebody posting in the Unusual Whales Fotis about ALB. Someone says I look like Franklin from GTA. That's funny.
I mean,
is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Yeah, you're taking that as a compliment.
I don't know. I gotta figure out if that's a good thing or a bad thing first of all.
313 Elon Musk.
But no, yes, 313, we are currently live. There's about a 10-second delay from my screen to YouTube, and it's set at the lowest setting possible. But nonetheless, no matter what, don't shadow trade anything we do. You can see that beautiful, teeny, tiny disclaimer down at the bottom. Not for financial advice, for entertainment purposes only. Don't shadow trade us. We're taking trades live when we see them. I haven't seen a beautiful one yet. There was a possible scalp at the open, but I'm not taking risks with this tiny account. Don't shadow trade. That delay, especially when we start scalping shit, that delay is going to be too much. By the time you see the entry, it's possible we could already be out, stopped out, or even profit target hit. So don't shadow trade. But I digress. Let's get back to Franklin's beautiful face.
You could call him Franklin now? Good lord. So I mean, ALB did have some volume on 11-12. Seems like the 1/3 average was 3.22. If anything, that was somebody that posted on Flowdesk. It is up right now. I gotta go look through it and see who did post it. I can't remember who it was, but that was one thing. I did see these kind of weird spready JHX puts, and I'm kind of curious to see. Soon as that volume bar opens back up, I can take a look. But there was 4,254 volume on this. We have a premium of 314,000 and 10% out the money, right? So I want to take a look at the actual stock, and let's go look at the volumes and the Ys and stuff. So you have the 175, the 17.5 for 1219 has a higher. Kind of wish this. Let's see if I can do this, and maybe a candle bar will open up for me. Yeah, maybe I can use this. So
they are working on the missing bars, by the way. They're on it right now.
No, yeah, you're good. I think I've maybe figured out a way to open this. Yeah. So I did the options volume. Maybe I'm wrong, but I did the options volume on this side, and then I'm able to open some of the bars now from this side.
SPX has tapped 6750 where the heavy negative gamma. I'm just going to throw that up for like half a second so people can see how I watch Periscope in the morning. There we go. My hotkeys stopped working over the weekend apparently, so I'm doing the clicking. They're pushing right through it right now, Jay-Z. They're going right for that positive gamma at 67.55. If somebody's bearish this morning, they need this to reject that 67.55. We've got a little bit more negative gamma above that, going up towards 67.70. If you're bearish, you want it to reject here, like pretty now-ish. But the bulls are on roids from that pre-market dip. It looks like they're
still on roids on Friday too.
Yeah,
that was
they
crazy.
Went as low as 67.05, a little bit below it, and we're already trading 47 points above that. Friggin' 22 minutes into open. So Bears are not getting anything but crumbs. Even with the dip for the past couple of days, Bears get nothing but the crust from the toast that the Bulls are having on a friggin' 5-meal course breakfast.
It's them little crispy parts from the fried chicken, man.
Or like you toast it just like a little too long.
Too much, yeah. The little toast crumbs come off. All
All
right,
right,
so
I got you back on.
all right, so those X calls, right? 17.5, 12, 19. They look like they're sold to open. They're on the bid side more so on both of these, right? So this is the highest OI we had for any call side. So I'm leaning more towards this being a good, maybe a good put play. I was able to open the candles like this. I don't know if that works better, like through the options volume, the call put premium pot volume on the right side of the graph, and I'm able to kind of open the candles here. If it lets me tap it again, this is too big. So this is what I can open it. How I can open it. So seems like they're all getting hit the ass. They are getting crazier because there's more volume coming in. So this looks like an interesting play. I'm gonna keep tabs on this. I don't know if I want to jump into this right now, but I am going to keep tabs on it. Let's see when their expected earnings are. Oh, that's why. This is an earnings play. This is 11:18 pre-market. So tomorrow pre-market.
Literally
This is
tomorrow.
yeah. So that's an earnings play. So I will really be interested to see where this is gonna go. I'm not willing to risk $70 to $75 on earnings. I don't play that much money on earnings. So I am going to completely avoid that for earning as an earnings play. But this is an interesting one. We'll keep tabs on it for sure, though. We'll keep a look at it and see what it does. Maybe this might be the winner we needed. Maybe it's glad we left it. So thank you, Dave Mack, for mentioning that JX earnings are tomorrow. Yep, I agree. That's this. Let's see. Honestly, I'm gonna take a quick peek at what they've done prior earnings. Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Last one, crazy dip, boys,
Holy
crazy,
shit, dude.
35%. That's insane.
Can you scroll down to the historical data part? I want to see if they just missed in dramatic fashion. That's a bummer. A 30% knifer on their last earnings.
Yeah, that's crazy. Now I'm getting a little tickle, but that is just my own personal tickle.
I will say though, they've been pretty close to staying within that implied move outside of that one. So even those other three that went outside the implied, those are sitting.
I mean,
you know, they had a plus or minus 10 gap, and they went 15, 13, 13. Yeah, that I don't. Hey, you're better at earnings plays than me.
no, I just take the gamble. That's just where it is.
That's crazy. What a night.
I might think about something towards the end of the day. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna do anything right now.
Yeah, we can revisit that. Tweet it and tag everybody if you end up taking it. Because anything we visit on the show that we like, we're taking. Even if I don't place the order in the show account until closer to close, we take it.
I will write it on my trusty whiteboard over here, which is full of stuff. So I'll write it down there, and then I will take a look at it again later on. I'll probably look for honestly more of a degen contract. I don't want to pick up that $70 contract because that's not what I want to play. I want to look for something within the $20 range. So, but that is interesting because I remember this. I remember something about this dying last time, and this it makes sense. So maybe we see another one of those, right? You never know. All right.
We had an initial rejection at 67.55 on SPX. Just barely. We're kind of going through that negative game at 67.50 again from above, but 67.45 has grown positive as well. I will not take a scalp here. There's a temptation to long it with a stop below 67.45, but with the negative gamma down here, despite there being that support down at 67.35, I don't want to take the risk on a small account. On a bigger account, I might take it and see what happens. But for now, I'm just going to keep an eye on that 67.55 level to see if they flip it. Yeah, you can blame me for the issues. It's usually the case. We can be honest.
Every time Nick does anything, that's issues.
All right, I'm gonna go away from Periscope here. I'm just gonna pull up one of my interval flow filters and see if we have anything worth looking at today.
Baba puts are getting smacked, by the way. The
Baba
bid ask, bid ask is kind of weird. If you look at
nothing has come in on my main interval filter yet this morning. That's interesting.
The 157.5 is getting smacked. If you want to take a quick peek at that, Nick.
167.5.
No, 157.5.
157.5.
Yeah, 1128. Oh yeah, dude, a lot of volume.
For Baba.
Yeah, it's a lot of volume coming in.
7,600
Woo!
volume on the morning. Ooh, those are pricey contracts though.
Yeah, but look at the amount that's coming in, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's a lot. They're slapping the shit out of these. What's Baba at right now?
159. So this is like a 1% out of the money type of situation, I think.
It looks kind of like they're not buying the rip. And right now I have the net premium for Baba open, and those orders on that specific contract are sending net put premium through the roof.
Yeah.
Pretty much single-handedly. Yeah.
I mean, it's
the 150 puts are getting it too. The 145 puts are getting it, but those 157, it's at 10,000. It's gone up 4,000 volumes since we started talking about it.
Yeah, it's $6 million in premium, dude.
Yeah,
just
those are much too expensive for the small account.
Oh yeah, no, but
interesting
very
nonetheless.
interesting.
Baba's up almost 4%, and people are slapping the shit out of puts. That is interesting.
Earnings are this week or next week?
11/25.
11/25. So it does overlap earnings.
That it do.
So,
that's still a lot, man. That's aggressive.
Yeah, that's very aggressive.
I can't click volume bars yet. Damn it.
You get one.
I'm just gonna go to the naked feed here. I'm gonna type in Baba only, and we're just gonna go look at the flow for that strike while they work on the back end on getting our volume bars back. 157.5s for 11/28. Here they are. Double back-to-back face smacks. A bit of a wide spread initially. Here, let me get more results here so I can scroll down on this bad boy. I'm going to pause this. Pause. We're going to come back down here. Yeah, I mean, I'm convinced that these are some ask side slaps. We have a bit of a wide spread, 570 to 630, and these are consistently slapping that 630. And when we move up a little bit into the price action here, you can see that that's widening, and they're still filling at these 630s. I would lean toward BTO on these, personally.
Me too.
I'm not seeing anything with size or aggression at the bid. These started off way back, like 9 minutes ago, small little bites, when the bid-ask spread was less wide. It was 525 to 555, and they're still hitting at the ask 555. I'm going to save this just to revisit it. We can't trade this on the show account, y'all. This would be 60% of our portfolio on a single contract.
It would crush it, yeah.
But I'm going to save this to revisit later. This is interesting flow. I like it. They're slapping the hell out of it while it's up 4% on the day.
Yeah.
We'll keep an eye on that. It does overlap earnings, so that's always the hefty grain of salt. They have earnings on 11/25. These are 3 days afterward set to expire. We'll keep an eye on that bad boy.
Yeah, and that volume just keeps coming in, too.
Yeah. We're going to keep an eye on that one.
Yeah.
I'm going to flip back to your screen here. Let's take a look at a couple of your filters. Mine was empty for the morning, which is kind of normal for my interval flow filter. We're still early on in the day. I'm not going to sweat that yet, but I'm curious to see what we got on some of these degenerate king filters.
So starting off, we had some DJT. I did see this that just came in. It's kind of interesting. The CLFs are getting hit. The 11.5. Now, they started opening at 0.43, and now they're at 0.46, right? So we had a 15. We had a 48, 55, and 115. So overall volume, I mean, I kind of wish when the volume bar comes up, I can take a look at it, the bars, but it's a 5,017 volume, right? It's a 223,000 premium going into it with 4% of the money. I'm curious to see, this is earnings. Nope, it's a basic materials sector company, and you have a 223 is technically the earnings. So it doesn't overlap earnings at all. So this is expiring in, I think, 2 weeks' time. So that is interesting to me. I want to see where this is going to take us. This is an interesting trade. We would be chasing it now, I think, if we were to pick it up on a small account, but I mean, it doesn't hurt. What do you think, Nick? I would like to see the bars first before we even think about taking a trade, to be honest. I would want to see because it is a kind of a wide bid ask, even though it's getting hit close to the ask. I do want to see how far away that.
This is for CLF, right?
Yeah, CLF, that 1205.
I have had a love-hate relationship with that bad
Okay.
boy, but save that. Let's take a peek back at that in about 15 or 20 minutes.
Let me write it down.
And I've also learned that interval flow is down along with the volume bars, so that's why I have nothing in my interval flow filter. Now we know. They're working on it though, folks. If you're having issues this morning, don't worry. They're in the works. Going ham on the back end to fix all that shit.
What else do we have that came through here? Run. I have a love-hate relationship with Run too.
Me too, because it runs the hell in the opposite direction of I play.
Bingo. However, these are getting smacked. 11/21 expiring this week. Oh, they're already in the money, so somebody's probably trying to get in and out of this. I would once we get those.
We're gonna wait for those bars to take a look at Run, I think.
Yeah.
Reminder: short week next week too. Off Thursday, half day Friday. You are absolutely right. I'm gonna pull up a calendar quick.
This is why I love you, Anthony. You got the facts. You got the facts. I didn't even think about that, dude.
Here we go. I'm gonna pop this up on the screen for the homies. After I hide yours, there we go. You can see right here, this is what Anthony's talking about on the 27th. Guess what day that is, folks? That's the day that I gain about 55 pounds at various people's households.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
Oh, it is Turkey Day, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is Turkey Day.
That's party day. So, as he said, nothing going on Thursday next week, and then we have a 1 p.m. Eastern close on the following Friday, the 28th. So don't do any stupid shit with your portfolios going into that. Reactions to holidays can be topsy-turvy. Sometimes we have some really cool shit happen into the Christmas break, the holiday season. I tend to not hold stuff over long weekends personally. I've been burned way too many times with that. That said, if we're in a longer term earnings play with the show account, we're going to leave that bad boy open. We're going to see what happens. Yeah. We're already leaving this dead contract. It's dead. Yeah.
It's just dead. But I will say I've had dead ones come back alive.
It's a zero hero contract. We paid $15 for it to see what would happen. All right, I'm gonna. If you're not familiar with the trading calendar, you should be. I'm gonna drop that link in our chat here on YouTube so you guys can have that and bookmark that shit. Just keeping on
Anthony
top of
says,
things.
"I need a couple days off, man." Yeah, me too. I'm taking the actual week off besides the 2 shows.
Yeah, he's gonna be gone all week partying it up, and then he's gonna be back to doing video earnings with us. Yeah, and then back to partying it up
for the week. I need some time off. So, but I don't know how you guys are gonna celebrate Thanksgiving. We do kind of like an untraditional one. I'm gonna make some steak and lamb for Thanksgiving, so it's gonna be fun.
Hell yeah, dude!
Yeah, it's gonna be some fun time. I got on cooking duty.
Go to your house. Shit.
Yeah, get a ticket. I'll send you my address. Actually, you know where I live.
Drop that in chat.
Drop that in chat. I gotta make sure that when I threw my MacBook out, I gotta make sure the person finds the address. It's like a treasure hunt, you know.
All right, I'm gonna since my interval flow is dead at the moment, let's just go to one of my ass side filters and see if we have anything going on. 10K open trades, SPY shenanigans. Ew, Jesus, $4,000 contract. You want to mess with that?
No, I don't touch those.
I think I got this shit too wide. Oh, this is the wrong filter. That's why. Zero hero contracts. The Google 1128 310C. You want to pop that open while I take a look and see at one of my smaller filters?
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, there's more JKS shit coming in there.
There you go.
A lot of Tesla calls. I'm going to get out of that. I'll let you pull up his contract. We're looking at the Goog 1128 310C. That's a zero hero for sure, Anthony.
310.
Yep, 310 for 1128.
Oh, the bars are back!
Hey, we got bars, baby!
We got the bars.
He's actually the entire 2,500 open interest. We're learning.
Yeah,
Anthony.
That's just Anthony. Yeah, he is the whale. He's just secretly asking us to pump the contract for him. So the majority of that volume, I think, came in 11-12.
Yeah.
Right. And it didn't seem like I mean, a lot of OI did carry over, but a lot of OI didn't carry over, right? I would kind of be 50-50 on this just because I don't like that amount. I would like at least for me to be even consider a contract for OI change. I want to be at least seeing 70% plus OI to carry over. So I believe that's not even.
You wanna hit the 2-day view on the bars now that we have them.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, I guess that's pretty small.
Yeah,
to the rest
so
of the open
we'll
interest.
do the
Give it a couple
7
more,
day.
yeah. There we go.
There it
There's
is.
that big boy.
There is the big boy. All right, I'm gonna push this to 250. That way I don't have to keep scrolling. Where is our majority? I mean, it seems that they're pretty split to 2Ks. The 1, 2, 5, 14K. So it's 11. That's a 7-second interval there. So I'm seeing they're opening. They seem like they're opening at the ask over here at that exact time frame. If I go a little more back, it seems like a mid over here. It's kind of weird, I think.
Yeah,
However,
we got a little bit of ascending fill there, the 103s to 104s, but I think the brunt of those orders are coming in pretty
good at the ask.
pretty ask slapping.
Yeah. Bang bang.
Go ahead and save it. Let's see if Anthony gets fleeced.
Yeah.
We'll put him on blast. We already put ourselves on blast last week. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll put Anthony on blast.
For anybody who hasn't seen it, I'm gonna go ahead and play that video for them.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Let me head over to the Instagram. It has the highest quality one. We'll do a little self roast here, and if you want, you can take a peek at your filters while I do this.
Yeah, let me do that.
All right, here we go, folks. The glory that is what we missed last week.
The LPTX 1C 11/225. It's up 105%, guys. This is insane. What?
Oh, no.
Honestly, in all hindsight, right? That was no real signal.
I probably would have left. This isn't something I would trade today. Hell no.
All right.
I had to shut that music off there, but you get the gist. All right, let me turn my boy back down.
Hey, Jizzy, I think
All
I'm getting
things
a lot of
considered,
fan noise from you.
we missed.
You're hearing fan noise
that
instead?
LPTX.
Nick, are you
That's
hearing that
okay.
too?
We stand by our decision not to chase. Chasing is brutal. Anthony says he's already up 70% from his entry. What'd you get in at? What'd you get in at? Actually,
Maybe
what
it was
were the
too
value
close
of
to her.
those today? I guess we didn't even look at that. We were only looking at his entry. We didn't see shit on the fight.
Yeah, when did you get in, Anthony?
217 high today. And they're still up there. All right, Anthony, I see you. No roasting. No roasting.
No roasting. Fine. No roasting for Anthony. We'll get another one though
It's
at some
already up.
point.
Where am I getting sound from that I can't hear? I'm seeing my audio go off.
It shouldn't be from me. I'm further away.
Oh, I think I messed up here. What did I mute? I think my headphones are the ones not working. I'm assuming they can hear you, Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Because I see my thing popping off, but I can't hear shit. Oh, there we go. Yep, I'm the idiot.
Okay, all right, that makes way more
There we
sense.
go.
Jay-Z and I were talking, and then you just kept talking. We're like, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the dumbass. There we go. I couldn't hear you. I had you guys muted on my side, but they could hear you, and now I look stupid as hell. All right, what I missed? What were you guys saying?
Nothing. I was just looking through some stuff. I opened up. As you guys know, there's a new fanfare filter going around called New Chains. Courtesy and credit to Brad for that. So I've been looking at that too, trying to find out some little groupings on the new chains and stuff. See what works out. There is a little noise, but you want to look at big contracts coming in with a lot of them clustered together. So we'll take a look at that towards when more stuff comes in. But I was looking at that Google, so he said take a look at 11/12. Yeah, 107 now. That's sitting at a what is it? 217 high was it today? Yeah, 217 high. So Anthony, I hope you sold some at least. Take some profit, man. Go eat some food with it. Play some games maybe. Buy some new games. Don't be greedy now.
What happens when you're greedy?
You lose it. You lose all of it.
You lose it in your ass right along with it. I wish. I'm trying to lose some of my ass. I jiggle a bit too much when I walk.
Have you ever seen this pop up?
I
It's
have.
YMC.
I have. It's up a bit for me to want to try to chase that on
Oh
today.
no
But
no
look,
no
yeah.
no!
Look how much time they got on that bad boy, though. They
Yeah,
got all the way
dude.
until May.
I mean, that's where you kind of wanted to get in, right? Like early on, I feel like. Yeah, around here was kind of when you want. I'm gonna change this back to net premium because it's driving me nuts. I'll put a 7-day. All right, there we go. Yeah, nice spike in 130 average over here. You did have some of these. A 1028, 1027 had some nice 130 average coming in. It's been a steady build up. I feel like on this one, right? So maybe I mean this is also what a basic materials company. So I even CLF was a basic material company. So we're seeing a couple of those come in, right? So maybe there's something going on. If you see some more material stuff coming in, maybe that might be a clue or something, right? So keep that in mind. If you guys see something that's cool for the materials aspect of the sections, right? Let us know. Then we can take a look at it as well, right? So
Did they have earnings or something? Why are they up 19% today?
I don't know.
Go
Let
ahead
me
and
take a
click
look.
on that bad boy. Let's see the overview page. Why are you up 19%? You need to chill the hell out, bro.
Yeah.
HYMC.
I don't know why they are up so much.
Let me check news. News.
The noose. I mean, it's all. If you look at this, also, if you look at just the general flow, like off the rip, right?
Major
You'll look-
shareholder buys
Yeah.
$4 million in stock. Who the hell are you? Who's the major shareholder? What? You ass. Go away.
Watch it be Anthony.
Yeah. Eric Sprott. Who's Eric Sprott? I don't know who that is.
I have no idea either.
Copy tab.
Art
paste.
Wake says MP. You want me to take
Canadian
a look at MP?
investor. He's a billionaire businessman. I like how it said. Hold on. It says Eric Sprott, born 1944 or 1945. One of the two.
Either or.
One of
is
the
what
two.
they say.
All right, sorry. Go ahead. What were you doing? Somebody said MP. I see you pulled that.
Yeah. So MP, not much today, honestly, for me to be interested in it. I've seen way more MP flow come in. So, but great point out though. We can keep eyes on MP for the rest of the day. See if there's more coming in for that, right? So I would like to see and figure out what that is. The volume is under OI. Are we seeing a possible ins and outs? No, I mean they're like initial buys at the 157. They're like at 586. So I mean if they got out here, good for them. But I don't think they got majority out. So I would assume that you want to see more of this coming in. That way we can figure out and see if there is more towards the material aspect of it.
Yeah,
right?
there was a lot of
So-
intraday swinging around. It looks like you said, if you go back to that real quick, you can see that it's getting quite a bit of volume transacted day over day. We had 550 on 11/13, 239 the day before, 344 2 days before that. But if you check that
Yeah.
open interest, the only time we had any significant carryover was from the 7th, that 250
Yeah.
volume that transacted.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say if those are ask side, they're vibing. You can see 344 volume transacted the next day. I would assume we had that shit changing hands.
Yeah.
We had 344 volume, kind of the same 50-50 we saw on the 7th, the Friday before that. But I mean, look at that jump from a low of 61 cents on the 7th
Yeah.
to a high of 495. I don't think that 200 volume's still there. I think they closed and somebody else picked up some contracts on
yeah.
either side. That 157 on 1029. Oof.
Yeah. Someone's someone's caught holding the bag over there, like big time. I think that's what's going on. So, hey Nick, why don't you would you mind explaining what changing hands is? I think some people would like to know that.
Yeah, there's a big ass article on that. Let me find that article
Yeah.
itself. It's a good one written by Snorlax with some good analogies. Make that go away. Nobody saw that. You didn't see the account number or anything. You saw nothing. These are not the androids you're looking for. It didn't happen. An analogy to help you understand volume and open interest. This whole thing uses scooters as an analogy. But if you look at the day 1, day 2 examples, I'll drop this bad boy in the chat so you guys can reference it. But essentially what can happen is somebody can close their position while somebody else opens a position. And they can get matched so that those contracts change hands intraday. So you'll see the volume similar to the entries volume on a given day, and then the open interest won't drop. The likely explanation is a changing of hands for those contracts. Rather than the position closing and coming off of open interest, somebody else is also opening a position while they're closing their position. Those contracts change hands rather than fall off open interest. And I wish I had a really good example right off the bat here so you can see that the volume bars are identical when this happens usually, or at least total up to the initial entries volume. But the read will be a much better explanation than that, but it does more or less say the same thing I just said. We're going to update this article with an example so you can see a picture of what I'm talking about. But that's basically all it means, is you see a position closure, but it doesn't come off of open interest. That's about the gist of it on that. Snore posted RSP. Real quick, though, did I just close that window entirely? I did, and then I just flashed my account number again.
Nick, what are you doing, Nick?
Just have it on a different monitor, bro. You have like 20 of those things.
SPX is showing some firm rejection here. They could not hold above that 6750, and we're chugging through negative gamma. Touching on 6730 again. I'm tempted to be risky, but I'm going to wait because we're still talking about shit. But they're going for that negative gamma at 67.25. If you remember earlier, I was talking about you could long with that stop below 67.45, or you could short with a stop above 67.60. The short would have worked here in dramatic fashion. This rejection is pretty firm. They're now making a new low on the 10-minute relative to the prior, and they are through 67.30. They're starting to chug. They're starting to chug a little bit. The way I scalp, folks, you see this wick right here where they tapped just barely above 67.20. If we go below that wick, I would be looking for them to go back down toward that 67.10 area, but market makers don't want it to go through there because then we accelerate, and they're starting to go through it. Starting to go through it now. Bulls want this to bounce right now, or they're going to get a taste of another 15 points of drawdown. And we might be starting to form a little bit of a stair step here as well. Okay. Why is my Spotify open? All over the place, guys.
What are you jamming to, bro?
Nothing even. It's my own fault.
What are you jamming to?
They're giving a little bit of bounce off 67.25. The Bulls need this to go. They need to reconquer this positive gamma at 67.30. If they can't, folks, that bounce might have been a fake out. Let's see what they do. I'll come back to that if you had something you wanted to continue on before I started blabbing. They might be forming a nice little W, which for anybody who knows Wyckoff, those W's are bullish. I called them an uwu pattern because when I started trading that pattern, I didn't know Wyckoff existed. So I call it the uwu.
I am going to take a look at this RSP that Anthony posted, the 194, 116, and then Pone's got the PLTR as well that's coming in. Pone, I remember you posting that LPTX. Super post out that one. That one went
by the way.
Dude, amazing. You cooked all of us, man, with that.
Pone, why do you need banned, dude?
Yeah.
We told you chasing was bad, and I stand by that, but damn, bro.
Damn, dude.
We were up 100% when you called that out. SPY just went red again. It's down $1 on the day once again. Sorry, I got to pull this back up. Back up real quick. They are chugging through. I think we're going to get a little continuation here. I'm not chasing. We don't chase on the show account. We're probably going to focus on swing plays here. What did Anthony say? Why'd he get message redacted? Oh, he shared a link. Hold on. I don't know how to fix that. Tucker, if you want to see if you can unblock his link.
Yeah, I'll give that.
Or Anthony, you can DM it to me or find Tucker and DM it to him to share that link in the chat. We might have links turned off for non-mods. For good reason.
Oh, so Nick,
yeah.
Nick,
here's that bounce. They're trying to conquer 67.30 again. What'd you say?
more context to the reason opponent saying PLTR is the ban for him is because I love PLTR, so he's putting a PLTR put. So
Oh,
that's
Anthony
why.
actually just couldn't spell. That's why I removed it. Never mind.
Oh, yeah, that checks out.
Yeah.
Here, I gotta take a leak real bad. I'm about to explode. So Jay-Z, if you want to dive in on this PLTR,
Let's do it.
and I will be back. Well, I guess you can look at that RSP. That had a possible example of hands changing. Look at that volume.
Yeah.
And, yep.
Yeah, look at that volume in a way. That's just a perfect example. Thank you,
I'll be right
Anthony,
back.
for posting that out. Yeah. Thanks for posting that out there. It's pretty interesting, right? That's a clear volume changing hands. Good find. On the contrary to the volume OI change on this one, right? So that was pretty cool. And then you see the contract changing hands on that one. Sean says they have the Mountain Dew. It's fine. All right, I'm gonna look at the PLTR. All right. So the reason Pone asks if he's gonna get banned on it is because I love PLTR. I'm a huge PLTR fan. I got into PLTR at $9, and I've always been a fan of PLTR since then. So, hence why he's saying ban hammer. But we can take a look. I'm always willing to look at stuff. 130. I don't see it on the chain over here. So let's take a look at the 130p, and you said 1121, which is expiring this week. All right. So we're 24% out of the money. It's a 13% multi. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I hate multi-leg, so I'm gonna take a look and see which one is gonna be our multi. I'm gonna click the candle. Let me see if I can do this and make it a little bit better. So we start off with this. Not much in there for volume wise. Like group contract wise. What is the actual premium? It's only a $2,500 premium today. Pone. If I'm reading that correctly. Yeah. So are you talking about the prior day or are you talking about today in general? This 267 volume with $2,500 premium is in my opinion, right? For a market cap stock with SF PLTR, if you're looking at PLTR with that market cap is $397 billion, right? A $2,500 premium for a 300 something billion dollar market cap stock is kind of negligent in my honest opinion. So I would just ignore this, honestly. If I was, again, you posted the LPTX, I ignored it, I got cooked. I might get cooked again on this one if I didn't have ignoring it. But I think overall, for such a huge market cap stock, a $2,500 premium is kind of negligent for the day, in my opinion. It's my honest opinion on that. But if you're looking back, it starts way back when, right? However, again, for me, on this in general, it's not crazy enough for me to be like, I want to look at that. It doesn't even sit in the highest OIS sections. Yeah. So I would kind of digress on that. So that's just my 2 cents on that. Nick, do you agree? I know you missed all that, but
I missed all of it, but I'm just gonna assume I agree. But I'm about 25 pounds
He said some
lighter
real
after
bad
piss,
stuff,
though.
dude. He said some real bad stuff.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, whatever.
I'm about to get kicked out on my second day.
I dropped 4 F-bombs on the first show, and we didn't get demonetized. So whatever the hell he said, I think we're okay.
Yeah, I just said that this $2,500 premium for Palantir with Palantir being a $300 billion market cap stock is kind of negligible.
Sean Sheehay told me to lay off the Mountain Dew. Fun fact, that is all my father drinks. Like, it's messed up. I don't think he had a cancer scare last year, came over it, beat it like a badass. He's just a badass hippie, listens to a lot of Rush and Jethro Tull. But this man, up until then, I don't have any memories of this dude drinking water. It's just, sometimes he would even like freeze a little bit of Mountain Dew so he could have a glass of Mountain Dew with a Mountain Dew ice cube. So I'm not the one to worry about with Mountain Dew. You can go after Mark Montgomery for that shit. I'm innocent.
Hey Nick, quick backtrack. That Baba has $8.7 million in premium now.
Damn, and it's all ask.
Yeah,
that's all ask.
They're going at it, man.
And look how much. Look at its prior value to the day. Go back to that 2-day. One could say they're buying the dip on puts. Look at that dump. It was down almost 50% at open from its prior value, and somebody's jumping on that shit. If I had like You know, a $600 contract, I don't even know if I'd buy that with like a $5,000 or $10,000 port though.
Yeah.
I guess you could like, with a smaller account, if you really liked flow like this, you could take a look at like a farther out of the money strike. But with
Yeah.
things like Baba, I don't risk it because that thing's swings are really big.
Yeah.
But let's see if anything. Let's revisit that run. Was it run or something else that I said let's come back to it?
Yeah,
when we got volume
run.
bars?
Was
Let's see if we got something tradable.
Run.
I am not in a door room. My office is just a shit show because I went to reorganize everything for this show, and I did not get very far. It's just a pile of boxes.
CLF.
No, I mean, you only had like a month.
Yeah, I only had a
it's like
month. I
3-month
didn't,
job.
I didn't have time.
It totally makes sense.
But no,
Yeah.
I'm not in college. I'm unfortunately 32 years old.
He says, "Why aren't you guys trading?" Because
We're getting there. You can't. We don't force trades. You don't
Yeah,
force
we don't-
shit.
yeah.
We'll trade when we see some flow we like. I have seen a
Yeah.
couple potential scalps I liked, but like I said, we're being really careful with this show account. We gotta tighten up our risk because the account is only $1,000. We want to show that you don't need a lot of money to start. Hey, we're starting to get a pushback through. Oh, Jay-Z. I'm not feeling risky enough for the show account, but if they don't reject here, this could be a really tiny scalp potential to the upside to 6750. But I'm not going to chase this. I want to see more range form. And full disclosure, I usually don't start scalping until about now in the day. I usually wait an hour to start letting a range form. And it does look like they're holding that 6725 so far. Look at this bounce. They just kind of barely wicked beneath it, and they're bouncing right back up. It's kind of a scalpy day. I'm gonna be honest, Jay-Z.
Yeah.
It's kind of a scalpy day. I'm gonna let this normalize a bit and then see if I can't take a scalp. But that said, let's take a look at some of the flow you're looking at earlier and see if we have an option swing on our table.
So that CLF is, I think, the one that I was most interested in. Had that $232,000 premium coming in. We had a 43 average fill on that first candle.
CLF is up 3% today. Notable.
Yeah, and then this one is we having $119,000 candle premium. So it's $233,000 on the day for this.
Do we got earnings for this bad boy?
CLF, where is that? Earnings is to be decided, so no, we don't. This is not covering earnings, yeah.
Do you like it enough to take a house account trade on it?
Honestly, not, because that volume 30 average is not convincing enough to me, to be very fair. I mean, the premium is juicy, but it kind of doesn't tickle my fancy, to be honest. I'm like, to be very fair.
Though, if you head over to that net premium chart on the right,
yeah,
Friday, pretty negative net put premium, but the day before it was pretty up there. I wonder if some of that was a day over day swing that they closed out already. Because it's literally the next day, the net put premium is the exact opposite as it was that Thursday. But also the net premiums today are pretty equal, so we got some puts transacting too.
Yeah, and they're like pretty close to each other on this too, even though that was 200. Yeah,
I don't
I'm
like this one as much as I did with the volume.
So the volume looks good. I mean, that's just, again, you can be wrong, 100%, right?
Oh yeah. But I'd rather be wrong and miss the trade than be wrong and get my ass blasted by opposite directionality.
Now run, however,
that 18.5.
Yeah, it's expiring this week though. It's already in the money, and I don't see.
Pretty close.
Yeah, that's the other one I was looking at, but that is not super interesting in my opinion too, because I need to see out the money, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I need to be like significantly out the money, like at least 4 or 5%, for me to be interested in something like this with an 18.5 with 1121. Like, I don't know. It's not my cup of tea, to be honest, when I look at it.
Something like that 313 Elon Musk. We don't necessarily have a profit target on the account. We just want to show that you can build a little value with a small account. None of that Furu 1,000 to 1,000,000 account challenge bullshit.
Yeah.
I hate that shit. It's mostly just gimmicks to try to get people to join their discords. I ain't about that life. But we do want to show both Jay-Z and I started with small accounts way back when. I traded full time for about 1.5 years before I started working for Unusual Whales. Jay-Z's doing this shit full time right now, and we started with small accounts. I just want to show that you can do that. We're up.
I hate
Let me
9 to 5s.
see if I can show this without flashing the account number for once. Yeah, we're down a whopping $4 today, Jay-Z. But here's the current balance. Like I said, we took a couple scalps on Friday. We're up about 150 total on the $1,000 account. This will be being shown on the Unusual Whales site. My portfolio feature glitched and I can't get it to regenerate. But we're currently down $4 on our one contract that we're in on ARBE from last week. But we're hanging out. We're hanging out.
Overall up at 150, which is good.
Oh, Jay-Z, the rejection on SPX. They're still just ranging this. I'm telling you, man, this is scalpy as hell. I should be paying more attention to this. We've missed 3 shorts so far. But look at this. They're just ranging between these heavy negative Gex zones. And that 6730 is not showing firm yet. I'm not convinced the bulls have the juice. We still got that negative gamma below as well. If they start chugging through this towards 6710, the bulls might be out of gas, and the bears will get their weekly bread crust.
It's about time for hibernation, man. It's the winter time. Bears need to eat.
Here it goes. I'm just gonna keep this full screen below the Periscope while we go over some flow and try to find ourselves a swing trade. Because it's scalpy and I'm missing these. I'm gonna keep an eye on this.
JHX looks interesting though. I'm gonna be very honest with you.
Do we have any polls that we want to try to do? Give that a try.
Let's see if we find some good flow, and then we'll let chat help us decide whether to take it or not.
Oh yeah. This 3.54 volume 30 average. I mean, granted, again, earnings, right? You had some again on 11.7. Your one single candle, your spike in net put premium, right? This is tickling my fancy a little bit. I'm looking.
JHX.
Yeah, it's kind of tickling my fancy. It's just that bid ask is just wonky. I'm gonna see
earnings.
Earnings is tomorrow pre-market.
Ooh. Let's take a look at the earnings profile. Let's see what they did in the past.
We just looked at it, the 34%.
Oh, is this one that had that 30%
yeah.
drop? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm going to see.
What's that 15 trading at now?
That 15 is trading lower because JHX is actually
that's a wide
up.
bid ask.
Yeah. So if I'm looking, I'm going to go through and see. Dude, the spreads, the 15P is at 40, like 30. You can probably fill at $30 right now if you wanted to, probably because it's 20 and 40 mid.
Ooh. Let's see if that tightens up a little to give us an entry, because I like this flow.
Flow looks good, in my opinion, on this. But you never know with the wide bid ask. You never know what that trader was trying to go for. You know, that's the thing. As Snowlax always says, ask doesn't mean buy, bid doesn't mean sell, right? So
I'm currently watching Periscope here to see if we can reject 6730 instead of just continue in this range. I want to see another clear rejection, and then I might take a cheap scalp on SPY.
Good morning, AJ. Thank you for joining in with us. Good to
Joe, named Joe, another Unusual Whales affiliate who absolutely kills it on the flow. If you can, Tucker, go ahead and hit Twitter and look up Anthony Sanford and a Joe named Joe. Drop their Twitter links in chat. If people aren't following them, they should.
Yeah,
a
give
Joe
the homies some love.
Named Joe.
Joe says CDTX 220C219. You want to pull that up for me, Jay-Z?
I got you.
I am still eyeballing. I want them to test that 6730. I'm not chasing this. I want to see it touch. But they're kind of giving a light rejection around 27.
It's 12.19, he said. 12.19. The 220.
Yep, the 220 call for 12.19.
All right,
there we go. So CDTX, by the way, just for like everybody's clarification wise, it absolutely ran. With there was some insider signals, and there was some multi or something a while back as well. Marty Bird actually posted that insider trade a while back, and he was been watching. He actually, if you go to our flow discussion page on Discord and like type in CDTX, you'll see him just spamming CDTX for the entire time. Amazing find, by the way. The thing, I think it ran. I can't remember how much it ran. Let me take a quick peek. It just demolished everything and ran this week. Citadel Therapeutics. There it is. It's up 108% since Thursday. That's crazy. And we have. Let me take a look at Joe named Joe. Sorry, I called you AJ before because I couldn't. I tried to read it and my mind went a little bit crazy.
AJOE.
AJOE. I was like, I didn't want to say that. That's why I said AJ. I was just like, oops, my bad. But this looks kind of juicy. Got 1022, 1027. We're looking at asset that specific contract had a weird bid, but however, I would say it is tightening up more on this end. Let me look at the prior to this. Is there any open interest from Monday? So there's days. What do you think? These look definitely like opening trades to me. I'm just a little bit more wary on that specific bid ask, right?
Real quick, I'm in a scalp. I'm on a single put with a $50 stop loss, which is about 40-ish% of this contract. I'm watching.
Let's look at it
now.
Let's look at Periscope.
My Periscope. Now, mind you, this is SPX, not SPY. I'm currently up a whopping $5 on the contract. I want to see this. I want to see this right the hell now. Start knifing this negative gamma we have that we've been testing this whole damn time. I'm up $20. Let's see what we do. I really want that 6710 test. That's what I want here. That's what I want. So let's see if they give it to me. If not, I'm going to wait until we break the range to take another one. Like I said, I'm being a little extra reserved on this show account.
Seems like it's taking a little...
It's taking more time than I want. I'm going to pull up the SPY chart and show you why I'm keeping my stops so tight. Right now, we're still kind of flagging a little bit on the 1 minute off of that market open move. But as you see, we're starting to make some small stair steps down. I need SPY to go below the 6740 wick. If we can get below that, my next target becomes way down here at the top of this green candle at 669.49. We're starting to go through. Here we go. Here we go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go. Give it to me! Let's go down for Stony. Go down for Stony. They're starting to bounce it. I scalp on the 1 minute for those wondering why I'm on such a small time frame. Here we go. Here we go. I'm about to take profit. I'm going to let it go a little bit more. If they bounce out of this too fast, I'll close it. But we might have our first successful 20% scalp on the show. Baby! All right, this might be their bounce spot. Right at the top of this range, I'm out. I'm out. Good game.
GG's.
What did that make? We made a whopping $24, Jay-Z.
Let's go!
A whopping $23.50.
I'll take it.
See that little baby? Oh, why'd it go back? Oh, because it's open. Yeah. Okay, never mind. I thought I was getting debated by my own screen, but we're good. We're good. We wiped out our loss from ARBE if it does indeed flag off to 0 on us. And this might still continue, but like I said, guys, we're being nice and reserved with this show account until I have that value up so I can hold a little bit longer on these scalps. We haven't made that full range down yet. Like I said, that 669.49 still kind of in play. What does our Periscope look like now? Yep, they're still in that negative gamma zone. So if you're on a bigger account and you were doing a scalp short like that, no reason to leave yet. They haven't conquered that positive gamma at 67.30 whatsoever. If anything, it's starting to become resistance. Let me take a screenshot of this so I can draw. Bada bing!
Bada boom!
Stair step 1. It's not on the right screen again. I need to stop doing that. Stair step 1, stair step 2. They can't get above this. As you can see, that rejection point is right at that positive gamma. So until they conquer that positive gamma, if you're in puts, they haven't given you a reason to get out if you're on a normal sized account, or you have a significantly higher risk tolerance than I do with this $1,000 account. Right here, if they can't reconquer that, they haven't given you a reason to leave. Right now, they're still chugging through that negative gamma toward that 6710 I marked earlier on SPX. On SPY, it looks like they're trying to form another stair step. Before I would get in another put, I want to see them bounce this back up into this pattern of stair stepping. It's starting to do that a bit now. Roughly 670.84 on SPY would be a possible entry, but they can go as high as 671.21 and hold the exact same pattern still.
If we don't bounce over here, we're gonna drill. Seems like.
I agree.
I think we're gonna drill if we don't bounce over here.
But hey, we're 1 for 1 on the day, baby.
Yes,
we take those 20%.
Always. That guy mystery says, "Hey, thank you guys for doing these streams. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for coming by and stopping by and interacting with us. We appreciate that."
Here's that bounce I was talking about. Let's see what they do with it. They form another stair step, or just blast right back into that positive gamma at 6730. Let's see. They're wicking off of it right at 671. Let's see if they can push above this. If they push back above this wick at 671.51, on my 1 minute scalping, that invalidates the short until we get another clean rejection. But we're not chasing. We took our 20% on that trade. We're moving on. What do we got on your side now, Jay-Z?
I was looking at that CDTX a Joe named Joe posted. So I do he agreed with me on that. The bid ask is really wide. That is a very wide spread, which I'm very peculiar when it comes to taking specifically expensive contracts. If I can get filled over here at the 110, 100% I'll take it. However, it's trying to fill with that wide bid ask it's a little risky, especially with that stock already being up 100% since Thursday.
Oh man, right? I'm getting flashbacks. I'm getting flashbacks if it's up 100%.
Oh yeah, I know. Oh no.
Oh no. But, that is a wide spread though, damn.
It is, yeah.
But they still filled right at the ask. Like some people are of the mind that signals, bullishness and eagerness. I don't know that I disagree with that. I hate wide spreads, but I do like that direct ask fill. The spread only opened for that transaction though. Look at the spread before and after.
That's what I was gonna get to next. Was that there? I was gonna say that this is closing in. It's just for this. I think I wouldn't know why exactly that's the case. Maybe it's just the brokerage or something doing that. I know that sometimes when I use Robinhood, that it does something like this. It will do like a weird far bid ask, and then somebody will buy. When I buy it, it just closes in again. Then it goes back to being a wide spread. It just really does weird things sometimes, right? So it looks good overall in my opinion. They are expecting a 221. I think that was Mumble Toes said, isn't CD under offer at 221? Yes, it is under. I believe it is under an offer. I'm not really sure. I think that's what I read. Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody, please. But yeah. So I mean, ideal time to get in the CDTX was on Thursday. That on Wednesday or Thursday would have been my thing. But I personally, I'm going to stay away from this just because this is not my type of contract I would chase or go after. That's just me. But it looks good. It does have a lot of low liquidity too, I feel like. Getting in and out is probably going to be hard. And then there's also looks like there's a couple cross trades in there too, which just...
SPX is currently testing that 6730 once again. I'm not going to buy a put on this one. There's some juice here. There's a little bit of juice here. This is where I wait. We've got net call premium rising again. We're now above 6730, pushing into that same negative Gex zone they couldn't conquer earlier. I want to see if they can give another test of 6745 before I consider puts again here. Either way, That was a good scalp. We are on the books for the day, folks.
Dave.
We take those
Yes,
20%.
We'll take it. 100% we'll take it. And then so that would be my take on this. I would probably stay away from this, to be honest. I will look for another trade. And I like to tell everybody there's always going to be another trade. Like there's always another trade, right? If I miss this, I miss this. I missed LPTX. Am I sad I missed it? 100% I'm sad I missed it. But overall, it's always going to be another trade, right? Joe Ninja also check out AMGN 400C. Let me take a look.
Is that Amagen? Or am I thinking of Imogen? I might be stupid.
No, I think it is what you're thinking of is what you're thinking of. If not, we're both stupid.
Sector, I think.
Yeah. 116. Yeah, 2026. 70% out of the money. 0.76, $6,000 in premium today. Let's take a look at this nice little one candle over here. We got it starting at side. The spread does drop. Nick, what is your thought process on a dropping spread? What do you think about
that? It's not too terribly crazy. It's a factor of a buck.
Yeah.
I'm not too terribly worried about that.
Okay.
If we were rising and that bid-ask started tightening up and we started getting a descending fill significant, like if we started seeing that go from the high 70s, as that bid-ask spread tightens or lowers, they keep filling lower and lower and lower, I would start to speculate we might be looking at sells. But with that kind of spread and those ask fills, I'd lean toward BTO on these.
All right. So
he says check them from Thursday at the open.
Thursday, 3,000. Okay. So the 150. I was about to say today is kind of negligent on the premium for sure, but
I'll shut my window quick. Go ahead and pop that to the 2-day view. Let's see that actual entry. Or the 3-day view. My bad. Nice.
There it is. The 175K. 100 spot size with a 0.55 to 1.08 bid ask. That's the only. So that starts at 31, 959, 31. Let's see if we can find the
SPY is rejecting. Sorry to interrupt again.
No, you're good.
I did not take the put this time, but you see this, folks? This is exactly what I was talking about here. This would have been a quickie, though. This would have been a quickie. If they can't get below this and set a new local low here, we're still in wait mode. But we've got another slightly lower stair step. Not super convincing, but that is a clean rejection. Here, this is where I like to check my relative levels on the 1 minute. Right in here where we're bouncing, it's kind of right in the middle of that dip U shape. I want to see them lose that and continue through to set a new low down toward that full target I had of 669.50. Again, once this account's a bit bigger, I'll hold these longer. If I was still in that initial put, I'd still be waiting. They haven't stopped it out yet. That stops way up in the 672s on SPY. But if you chased, your stop would be at 672.10, which is a buck up on SPY, which can really hurt a zero day to expiration contract. So I'm still sitting on my hands here. I want to see if they can bounce this area to offer another entry, or if they just fly on down without me. That's okay. We got our 20% scalp earlier. If they go without us and we don't get the entry we want, that's fine. Right here's the bounce. If they knife it, it's running away from us, and that's okay. All right, go ahead. Just had to interject quick with some SPY.
Nah, you're good. You're good. You got to catch those scalps.
Joe's got a good point there, too, on the SPX 15. What he's saying does mimic the 10 minutes that shows up on Periscope. Every time they get into the middle of this range, that 6720 gamma, it's bouncing up. But it's a teeny bit downtrend. They did set a lower low there, but right now they're kind of chopping in this little range here, about a 10-point range, give or take, sometimes 15. But I don't have an entry here. I want to see something more firm happen before I chase again. All right, go ahead. My bad, Jay-Z.
No, you good, brother. All right. So that Amagen, we have so that big order that comes in at what is it at 9:59:31. I'm gonna try and see if I can retrace it all the way back to 9:50, that exact time frame. Starting off here at the ask. However, I will say the 9:58:52, which is technically close enough does start off at the bid. So these do start off at the bid. So I don't know. I don't know how I would want to read it. In this instance, I don't know if it's close enough. Nick, what do you think on this situation? Are these two time frames close enough for this to be affecting this?
Eh.
You know what I mean? No,
Eh.
no, right? Probably not.
I
Not close
wouldn't
enough.
I wouldn't lean into that being the same homie, because if you see
Okay.
those sweeps smoking it right there over and over
Yeah.
and over and over and over, about a minute gap of the time fills. I guess technically it could be, but I would lean into it not being the
Okay.
same homie, because just look at him spam at that 9:59:31. I think
Yeah.
that is all the same.
That's
homie.
one homie. Yeah, one homie.
I don't think
yeah.
that order about a minute before is the same guy. Or
All right,
gal.
cool. Just want to double check. But yeah, so that looks good though overall. That means because it's $175,000 in premium, right? Again, really wide bid ask, even though it is coming very very much close to the ask. So I'm on the impression of the problem with the wider bid ask for me is I think that it's harder to get in and out. I've had this problem a lot before when I've had a wide bid ask. I bought it and the stock has gone the way I wanted to go, and it's still super illiquid for me to get in and out of it. So take that as you may as well. But this being a healthcare stock, that could be some great news about, right? It's a 400 call. It's sitting at 350. So Joe, you might be onto something that's phenomenal that pops off, right? Maybe it's gonna have some type of news or some approval or something like that, right? So all these healthcare bio stocks, all these things have like these crazy pumps just off a couple news here and there. So that'll be interesting to see what happens. I will definitely put a pin on that for later on. I personally won't be jumping in this, but if you're already in it, let us know how you do as well, right? It'll be interesting to see how this folds out going into the future with these.
Those bulls are not letting this lose that 67.20 on SPX yet, so I'm still hands off trying to go for puts here. This negative gamma zone, the bears want it to accelerate through that pretty quick, and they're not. They're not doing that at all here. Each time they get down here, it bought right back up. See here, we went right up to about 67.40 back here, and they've yet to conquer that level again. But as you can see, that 67.30, they keep bouncing up into it, slightly above it, until we see a clean rejection that goes through this negative gamma with some force. The bears have nothing here yet. I still would like to see that 67.10 to try a call personally, but right now, the bulls aren't letting it get down there. They're now holding a slightly higher high. That last low was at around 67.20, closer to 67.19 there. And the last high was 67.36-ish, 37. If they can conquer the 67.30, the bears are out of crumbs again. Sorry to say it. So I am hands off at this moment. I could see a long working here, but with such a small account, I don't like having my stop be 18 points down at that 67.10 I wanted as my target. So I'm hands off here. Small account is hands off. We might be one and done for the day, and that's okay. But
That's
we'll keep
fine.
an eye on that. We got about 15, 20 more minutes we can stay live before Tucker and I have a meeting.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find something to swing. I'm going to keep Periscope open on the side in case a scout presents itself, but for now I'm hands off. Let's go fishing.
Let's do it. Quick thing too. Joe named Joe mentioned the Baba 157.5. We did look at that this morning. I saw those come in, and me and Nick both looked into those this morning. They look really interesting, but Nick also mentioned a good point. Those swings can be wild, right? So be careful with those. But let's take a look at this. Let me refresh this real quickly. Make sure that's good. See if I can find anything that pops off. I mean, Nick, if you see anything over here, let me know as well, right?
Yeah, I'm
If you
peeking.
see if you have anything interesting over here. That's that CDTX. I think I just saw CDTX. Yeah, that's that CDTX flow that Joe named Joe mentioned as well.
Tucker, while he's fishing, go ahead and pull up that CMC 67.5 for Jay-Z as well.
Will
when you
do.
get a chance.
This
Thank you.
one right here. Yeah.
We're getting
I am
some
here.
spam feedback. It sounds like some clicking. And it's gone. We're
Yeah.
good. Go ahead.
All right. Let me take a peek at that since I can pull it up. I'll go ahead and do that. Nice and easy. The new computer is working like a charm. Thank you. God, when I had that MacBook, it was so hard to do anything with it. So, all right. So that CMC 67.5, 1219.
They got in and took a hit already.
Yeah, they did.
Ooh,
I'm
I
guessing.
don't like
I'm
that.
guess.
Go
I'm
ahead and
guessing
click
that's
that,
because the
and you'll see
spread
why I
is
don't
what.
like it. Yep.
Yeah, that spread. That's why they took a hit. See, this is another reason with spreads, right? This is why I kind of stay away from these type of spreads, even though it could look the juiciest thing in the world to me, but you are gonna get in, and most likely you're gonna end up taking a hit because of where you fill. It's harder for you to get a good fill, especially if you're on different brokerages like Robinhood and Wibble does not give the best fills in my opinion for stuff like this.
Bears
So
are
it's
taking
hard.
another stab at that negative gamma.
Okay.
It's just a stab, though. Still hands off. If not bubble, why bubble shape?
Oh my god.
No comment.
No I'm not getting in trouble.
I
over
will
here.
say on the last FOMC panel I did on the Unusual Whales Twitter, some of the big brains were kind of leaning toward it being kind of a bubble, but at the same time, what's that saying about the market staying irrational longer than you can stay solvent?
I'm not gonna give my opinion on that too much. I'm gonna get in trouble.
This is
What
the
rag
Bears'
pull
chance.
is this time?
This
I
is
don't
the
know,
Bears'
man.
chance.
We need some rag pulls for sure.
This is the Bears' chance right here, folks. Let's see if they give it to them.
2 years ago, could you ever say that we were gonna hit $700 on the S on SPY? Nah.
I mean, you know, in 2021 I bought a single SPY share at 426.9, and then 2 summers ago I did it again. It would be kind of cool to see that happen. Maybe grab a third one, but that's really far down.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna watch Periscope for a second.
Go ahead.
They're
I'm
taking
gonna
another stab at that negative gamma. Let's see if they can get a lower local low, bounce up, and give me another put opportunity.
SPCE.
Just watching it here. They got to get below that 67.19 to form another local low and then bounce out for me to take another one. If I were on a bigger account and risky, again, this is where I would probably buy or sell into momentum on MES futures, buy a put into momentum. But again, that stops pretty wide. It's way up now at 67.37. So I wouldn't want to chase this with a 14-point stop loss on a small account. They did not make a local low yet. If they bounce out of this and make a new high, again, like I said earlier, bears are out of snacks. All right, what's that? What's Jemmy? Or are you just hovering?
I was just hovering over it. I'm trying to see if I can. I'm just going through some of the filters I got. This is like my small cap filter of the DGen King. So I'm just trying to like go over all these and see if there's anything I can find that could be potentially interesting.
They're bouncing right out of that, by the way, so it's good we didn't chase yet.
Interesting. Right. What is this?
Oh yeah, the CMC. I'm gonna close that one for now.
The XBEV is down 8%. Somebody trying to catch the bottom on this? Is this what's going on over here?
XPEV.
Yeah, the XPEV. It's 29,116. Seems like someone's trying to bottom fish this. It's down 8% for the day. Paul Shea asked, just joined Unusual Wells. Welcome to the best flow feed in the world, by the way. Can you talk about the importance of gamma, Nick? He's asked,
I'm gonna do you one better and give you a breakdown from Big Brain Dan on our data team. There are 2 very important videos in the education playlist on this channel. Tucker, you might have to go fishing, but I'm gonna ask you to put in the video for the initial Periscope primer that explains the concepts behind each of those bars and the green and the red. Bears are taking another stab. New local low. New local low. Let's see if they have the juice to push it lower. There's that 670.05. New local low on SPX and the Periscope as well. If they give that full 610 while I'm not in it, JZ, I'm going to be cross. But we take those 20%. We got 20%.
I might be in the SPX put, so.
Are you?
Yeah, maybe.
You sneaky SOB. All right, let's see. They're testing the top of what would be The cone for the straddle, which again is just a visualization. The cone itself is kind of meaningless. They're at 67.15, kind of the last bastion of negative gamma here. Let's see if they get that 67.10 and bounce, or if this is just going to turn around on them. I don't like that net put premium isn't spiking along with this move, so we'll see what happens. Here we go. They're going through 67.15, a little bit of a wiggle. Let me see what my SPY chart looks like. They're coming down toward that spot right here, 669.70 I mentioned earlier. That was that kind of hold point in the pre-market. This is where they held. Low of days way down at 668.90-ish. Let's see if they bounce out of this. I don't think we're going to have time for another scalp, but that's okay. I do want to go fishing some more. All right, I'm going to shut the hell up with this. I'm not going to take another scalp. I'm going to be responsible. We're 1 for 1 on our scalps today. We'll leave it at that. Let's go fishing. But this does look like it's going to continue finally.
I found something that might be interesting. We'll take a look at the taper quickly. The QGen 50C 220-2026 has a 9.44 volume per day average. Your call volume is crazy high right now. Last time it was that high was 11.3, and it has not really done much, I feel like,
yeah, it kind of went sideways since then, huh?
Yeah, so maybe they're expecting something more to happen with this, right? Let me take a look at taper real quickly. QGen is... Can you figure out what QGen is, actually? I don't even know what that is. It's a healthcare company again.
Yeah, I know that ticker. Qiagen NV, whatever that
Biological
is. German-founded
material.
multinational provider of simple and assay technologies for molecular dye. They build machinery, it sounds like, for pharmaceutical research. I probably worked on a study with that company at some point. Who knows?
So 11.16 is that... I hate when I have no space down there.
They're giving a little bounce. Oh, you're going to love this. Check this shit out, guys. This is why I look at those levels right here. What a hit on that target, right? 669.77. You see, folks, how it's right at the top of where it rejected here for that new low. That is a support. If they knife through this, we might be looking at another low of day, which is, again, way down to 668.91. But these are just things I look at when I'm scalping. I usually... We have a good dichotomy going on the show because Jay-Z likes to long more than I do. My brain... Yeah. It's not that I'm a perma bear or that I'm like... Fire to the American markets, but I do tend to do a lot better on shorts with futures and puts with options. You know, it is.
I will take a long without second guessing.
I'm too stupid to long, I think. I'm just better at seeing where we're gonna go to the downside than the upside. But they're bouncing right off that support. Like, that is a perfect bounce. All right, I'll shut the hell up. Let's fish. We got a little bit more time. Let's see if we can find something to put on.
This QGen does look interesting. I mean, it does start off at the ask over here. I mean, this is 1 second difference. I would like to see what the 16s are. Yeah, it does seem like we're starting off technically at the ask, even though the 0.9 over here is the ask. It's like kind of in the middle. But this looks interesting with the time and stuff. I don't know if it's a good pick for the small account because it's pretty expensive, in my opinion, and I don't know what type of fill we're able to get, but 120K going into this, almost
no
200K
earnings
actually.
For context. It doesn't look like.
Yeah, $250,000 in premium. I mean, this is a hold and wait type of situation, which is
Big
another
time.
thing, right? It's a hold and wait type of situation.
I'm gonna take a peek and see what they're sitting at as SPY continues to do my move without me.
Let me
don't get FOMO, but I will admit, no matter how long you do this, every now and again, you get that tickle.
Yeah.
All right, what was I looking for? QGen?
Yeah, QGen.
There goes SPY. There it goes.
Yeah, take my first 20% on my 6665 put.
6665?
Yeah, dude.
You went way the hell out the money.
Oh yeah, that's how
There's
I play.
that 6710. They're coming right for it. They're coming right for it. You want to take a peek at the? Oh no, I guess you're already in this. You're in the scalp.
I'm holding my runners now.
6710. They haven't given you a reason to get out of them yet.
Stops moved up to entry.
No reason to get out of your runners. No reason at all yet. There's 66940 on SPY. Let's see if the bears have the fuel to tell that positive gamma at 67.10 to get bent. Let's see. Little bit of a boing here. And you tend to move your runners to break even, right?
Yeah,
I'm a
most of the
little
time
different in that regard. What I would do personally if I was short on futures or if I had the put that you have, my stop would have been moved to the top of this candle just above 67.20 on SPX, because in my book, there's no reason to give profit back. But you have a different risk profile than I do. And right now, there's been no reason to close that put. They're chugging. Right now, they're just barely below that 67.10. If the bears conquer this, I smell a new low of day on the horizon. I'm looking at SPY here now for the homies. You remember that spot we bounced off of? That 669.80? Look what's resistance now. Look
There
at
we
this
go, baby.
big
50% taking that next exit.
Here we go. That is a perfect tap of today's low of day. Keep an eye on it here, Jay-Z. They haven't told you to exit full yet. If you have a single runner on, leave it on for now. This is a good way to go out. I know we didn't find something to swing, but we'll keep an eye on it, folks. If we take any show account trades off the air, we will both tweet that, so you know where we're at and what we're doing. But right now, let's keep an eye on Jay-Z's scalp here. There's no reason for him to leave yet. They've given him nothing. But what I would have done, again, his risk tolerance is a little bit wider than mine. My stop would now be here at 669.71 on SPY. If they reconquer this candle, that's my personal scalping signal to exit and look for a new re-entry. Currently, no reason to leave.
Yeah.
Until they show us that this is firm support and they're going to bounce out of it, there's no reason for us to leave. Look at this on SPX. They're chugging right to that 67.05. Look at this. They did so far tell 67.10's positive gamma to get bent. Let's see if the bears can hold below it, give us a new low of day, and maybe chug down toward that 6695. Come on, give it to him.
Give it him.
Jay-Z's the only one in this one. We're not in this one on the house account.
No, it's also
scout.
pretty expensive. So.
And it's a pretty aggressive out of the money too.
Yeah, pretty aggressive and pretty expensive.
That rejection of 67.30 would have been a good 670 put entry on SPY.
Yeah,
we were fishing. And that's
Anthony
okay.
posted a 640 put earlier with a lot of volume, and he did good. He found that. Nice find, Anthony.
All right. They can test pretty high and still stay bearish here. They didn't quite get a new low of day on SPX, however. So let's see how they bounce into this negative gamma. If I was in, like Jay-Z is, they haven't told me to exit unless they conquer 67.20 again. If they do that, it's just going to be another test at 67.30. I personally would close and look for re-entry. But again, they've given no reason to exit that put yet. Here's SPY. SPY hasn't conquered my SPY contract stop yet. They're rejecting before it currently. Let's see what they've got left. Oh, I would love to see you get another 400% scalp using this strategy, dude.
That'd be really funny.
I was really upset that we weren't on air when you did that. It was so perfectly executed.
I know, right?
All right, here we go. What you got, Bulls? Can you get it back above?
Also, that Q-Gen, by the way, is picking up a lot more volume right now.
Is it? What's the spreads at? They rejected. No reason to get out yet, Jay-Z.
Oh, I'm not.
No reason
Don't
to
worry.
get out.
Don't worry, I'm still in it. You don't have to tell me twice.
Come on, get that new low a day. Give Jay-Z some juice. Make us look cool. Live on air. On WhaleWatch. Only on Unusual Whales.
Oh, yeah.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. This is beautiful.
Shameless plug.
This is beautiful. There's still no reason to get out. We really want to see them.
Still sitting at 40%, so I'm good.
Beautiful. All right, let's get that new low. This is a perfect pattern for continuation if they can get below this wick. If they can't get below this wick, going to be watching for a bounce and a lower stop out now. Now I would have moved my stop a little bit lower to 669.58. I like to trail the 1 minute local highs and local lows. So right here, they couldn't make a new local high. There's no reason for me to get out until they do. Here we go. Let's see. And we get it below 669, homies. Come on, Bears. Give my man Jay-Z new lunch money. He's on vacation this week. He's got shit to buy and shit to do.
I gotta get my McChickens. Come on.
If you two actually just eat McDonald's your whole vacation, what would you do?
I would have sent you a picture of me eating McDonald's every single day.
Here we go! New low! New low! Pay my man! Pay my man! Oh, that's that shit. Just barely a new low. Tucker and I have a meeting like soon, but I really want to sit in this and see what they give you. All right, let's look at QGen. Let's look at that QGen. That seems to be the only one you were pretty feeling good about.
Yeah, but it's already spiked up, dude.
Has it?
That entry was 0.79. It's already at 0.95.
All right, let's take... Oh, here we go. Oh, baby. Let's see if they can get through that 6705 on SPX. I'm starving. Stop talking about... Go get some chicken nuggets. You played that downside too. You got chicken nuggets money from that.
Yeah.
Don't try to lie to me, Anthony. Get some damn tendies. You live in Minnesota. I know damn well there's a Wendy's somewhere down the street from you. Wendy's kind of sucks, but... Oh, this is going to keep going. Jay-Z, they might give you 6,700 if they can get through the 6,705 on SPX.
I'll happily take in the money at 66.5. So,
man, that's way down there, dude. That'd be nuts.
well,
Are you on 0 days?
Yeah.
Keep an eye on that shit. Just
Oh
in
no,
case.
I have my stop losses entry, so
Well, we got new low of
automatically
day.
go.
We've got growing negative gamma at 6705. And that 6710 has grown more positive too. So if that becomes a firm resistance for you, Jay-Z, you're going to be a happy camper in about 20 minutes. Oh, here we go. 6705 knifed through all the way to 6700 for my boy. Come on. Come on.
Give me that 100%.
What are you at?
I'm at 75.
Oh, give it to him. Just below 6,700 should give it to you. If they can get all the way through 66.95, you better be moving your stop, by the way. Don't put that shit at break even. You're at almost 100%. Don't take break even on that. So keep trailing your stop down, you degenerate bastard.
The moment you said that,
If you take break even on that shit, we're going to have an argument off air. Do not take break even on a runner that's up 100%. Do not. Do not. Set a good example for the homies. I know yesterday you got or Friday you got 500% on that scalp. I don't care. Do not set this one at break even. Trail this one down.
All right, I'll put it at 20%. How about that?
Pushing it, but I'll accept it. All right, here we go. Test the 6,700. Can the Bears push through it? Gamma is growing there too. Not substantially, but it's getting more positive right here at 6,700. Let's see if they can prop this up, or if we're going to knife the next two negative gamma zones, 660, 6695, 6690. This scalp is going beautifully at this moment.
Yeah, it's working out like crazy.
What's your percentage of profit on that 6665 or whatever the hell it was you had?
85 right now.
Move it to 50. Stop out at 50. You can always get back in, but if you ride this thing to break even, Jay-Z, I know where you live, and you're going to get smacked if you take break even on this trade. If you take break even on this trade, I'm going to be so pissed.
Oh, bad.
Oh, this is glorious. All right. Let's go fishing one more time.
Oh, there it is.
There we
There
go. Right through. Come on.
There it is.
All the way bound to the straddle cone. Let's let my man get these 6690s. Oh, I want it. We're not even in it on the house account, and I want this bad. Oh, it's so close to that 6695 negative gamma. They couldn't even bounce it hard at 6,700. Here we go, baby.
I'll be getting cooked down.
Now we're really getting that net put premium push. I think we answered the question of the title of the show. Did we cook? I think we cooked. I think we cooked.
Stops moved to 50%.
My man, thank you. No reason to take less than that on this trade. And they still haven't given you a reason to get out. You might be able to sit in this for a second if they can't bounce this negative Gex zone, dude. All right, let's see. Are the Bears so hopped up? on Mountain Dew that they can push through this negative gamma right here, right now, or do the market makers want them to knock that shit off so they don't have to buy into? Because market makers will tend to sell into negative gamma in the direction of the move. So we're going to keep an eye on this. They're going to want to defend it. They don't want it below that. Let's
Joe
see.
named Joe says careful.
Yeah, definitely be careful. He's got his stop is now in profit. His stop is in profit. I convinced him not to take break even on a 100% trade. You degen. I really I want to go fishing and find a swing, but this is perfect. I wanted to get through that 9.5 for you. But if they bounce really hard, they've got some positive gamma they have to get through. There wouldn't be a reason to exit yet. So I like that 50% stop out. You can always get back in. We're getting a little bit of a bounce here. Let's see if they can reconquer 6,700. I'm going to get this shit off my screen. Let's get this shit off my screen. SPY is forming a little bit of a bottom here, but again, no new local high. He doesn't need to get out yet. They can test as high as 669 evens. It's right in this area of that former hold that we had. If I'm in SPY puts, I want to see them reject this and turn this into resistance. Earlier it was support. I want it to be resistance for continuation. Now, you can keep that open so you have an out. We have a few minutes here. Let's see if we can find something to swing.
Yeah, I mean...
And if we can't, we're going to be looking all day, folks. We will let you know.
I will post it on my Twitter, yeah. I will post it on the Twitter as well.
I have that same QGen in CDTX in my interval flow.
Yeah.
That's too expensive for the what's going on with TTD? Oh, this is already up.
Yeah.
That is already up 15% from entry.
It's tough because there's not much coming through that's like interesting, and this is how I normally play.
What the hell is this? Have we looked at UEC? No. I don't like that fill though. Never mind. It's a very close to mid fill. It was 15,000 contracts, but bid ask of 15 and 30, and the fills happened at 24. Not a huge fan of that, so I'm gonna ignore that one.
Nothing today on my Jesus filter. Nope. That's empty.
There's that CLF again.
Circle flow 440, 1.23 million coming in for 70p. That's a pretty hefty amount, I think.
I would agree. It's much too expensive for the house.
Too expensive, 100%. Yeah, but it is very interesting. I'm going to keep a little tab on that because I want to take a look at that later.
QGen ran away from us, right?
Yeah, I think QGen also, that was a no side fill as well afterwards.
Yeah, that's right.
So that kind of like put me off as well. Path looks kind of interesting. The 15C 1128, this one right here.
Dude, that QGen's running. Damn.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that QGen is going. That path is pretty interesting though. I mean, the only problem is this expiration is only 1128.
Well, we don't necessarily have to buy the same contract. If we see
but also earnings is 12.3, so keep that in mind too.
Very true.
So maybe it might be an earnings run up play.
Go ahead and pop open Pat's overview. Let's see if there's anything worthwhile other than that contract.
Not really. I mean, the 20 has 148K. Let's take a look, quick gander at how far out this is.
Interest. It all happened on one day almost.
151. Yeah. I mean, 111 is not bad. It's a 50-50 though. That's the other thing, right?
Yeah, I saw those hood come in too, Anthony. I'm not a huge fan of the bid ask. Plus, again, our account is currently worth $1,173, so I'm not going to drop $550 on a contract. Right now we're fishing for something for the show account.
Yeah. It's it's expensive. I'm looking for smaller stuff as well. I mean, but honestly, guys, like I've been saying from last week, right? The flow for smaller, cheaper stocks have not really been up to par per se. So it's harder for me to like tell, hey, let's take this for a show account. The only one I saw that was interesting was that path, but with earnings coming up, I don't know, especially with the market going the way it's going right now too, playing calls and trying to get smacked on a call while that
Anthony,
not having the
shut up, bro. Hell no. You ain't trading if you ain't YOLOing. I'm not going to YOLO 50% of the account on one trade. Although, like I said earlier, the temptation's always there a little bit.
Yeah. The YOLO temptation already. I mean, honestly, this is a good thing. I mean, for me, like, if I don't find something, I don't trade it. I'm going to tell you guys straight up. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah,
like,
we don't force trades.
I can go.
We'll
weeks
keep
and weeks
watching all
without
day.
one.
We'll tag each other on the Twitter, so just make sure you're paying attention. If we enter a trade, we'll let you know with screenshots to prove it. We are 1 for 1 today on the show account. We're currently up. What was it? 17.5% on the port since starting. Is that how math works? 1175, 17.5%, right?
I think so.
Yeah. That's how I know math. $175 to 17.5% of 1,000, right? I'm gonna say it is. I'm assuming. So we're doing all right. It's been a week. We're up okay. Yeah. We're 1 for 1 on our scalps today. You're 1 for 1 on your personal scalps today. Yeah. Absolute beast mode. I think we can put a pin on this bad boy.
Yeah.
That was a damn good show. We got some excitement. Yeah. We got some flow we're watching. We don't have any trades on other than that now dead ARBE earnings play that went tits up with the market today. But we got a month on that. We'll see if we can get a little bit of break-even action on it or if we're just going to eat the $15 loss. Doesn't matter. We paid for it with scalps today. That's a throwaway trade. Zero or hero type shit on that bad boy.
That's my Degen style. I buy cheaper contracts for higher reward. That's just what it is for.
All right, Tucker, your face is about to be on screen, so you better be beautiful and not naked this time.
Okay, all right. Close her on.
Put on a pair of pants, Tucker.
Oh God.
I think we're gonna put a pin on that for the day, guys. I hope you guys had a really damn good time. I had a good time. We got a couple good trades. Tucker, can you drop all of our Twitters into the chat? Somebody specifically asked for them, so I feel no problem shamelessly plugging ourselves.
Yeah, I'm a super small account compared to Tucker and Nick, so.
Yeah, I think it might be the. Oh, you mean the file? I thought you meant portfolios. I was like, nah.
Might have $3.
I was like, nah.
$3. $3.
But hell yeah, I hope you guys are getting some value out of seeing how I scalp. You saw Jay-Z do it better than I did. How do you avoid PDT? That's a really good question, and I'm going to show you exactly how right the hell now. This is kind of important for scalping, especially with small accounts. Come up here, full screen. My account number isn't showing this time. This is how, right here. You see these two words? Individual cash. Cash accounts are how. With margin, you're locked into a pattern day trader rule where if you have less than $25,000 in that account, you can't make more than 3 day trades in a 5-day time span. With a cash account, you can make as many day trades as you want as long as you're within your settled cash. Settled cash being, for options, it's T+1. Oh, I don't even have my screen up. I'm so fucking bad at this today. And then I dropped the F-bomb again.
At least it was towards the end of the day.
It's okay. It's okay.
SMDH. So, cash account. On margin accounts, you have that pattern day trade rule. You have to be above 25,000. I am too. You liar. Oh, I guess you have that 10 seconds. Yeah,
it's a lie, bro. He's right. You're wrong.
All right, we're back. Cash account. Again, cash account is how. You can make as many intraday trades with a cash account as you want as long as you have the settled cash for it. If you don't have settled cash and you make a trade and then you close that position in that same day without settled cash, you get what's called a good faith violation, meaning you're trading money you don't technically have settled. Options, I believe, settled T+1, so a day after you make the transaction, it becomes settled again. So that one scalp I took, it was only like I transacted it at this open P&L you're seeing is that ARBE trade we talked about. That went tits up. But we're up 173 on the account. This settled cash is not my balance because I did make one scalp today, and it was like a $140 contract that I sold for $180. But yeah, cash account. That's how you can get around the pattern day trade rule. You just won't be able to trade spreads or naked options because you need a margin account to do that. So we're doing cash at least until this account is closer to 10K. I don't want to start messing with spreads until I have the capital to back it up. But hey, we are 2 days into the show. We're up $172. We're chugging along. Cash accounts are the way to go for small. I found Webull. Yes, actually, a Joe named Joe says I found them a little better about letting customers trade on good faith. On most cash accounts, you get 3 strikes and then you're banned from day trades for like 3 months or some shit. It's not the end of the world. If you're up, and Brad, if you're listening, I'm talking directly to you on this one. I'm directly to you. If you're up $1,000 on a trade, but you'll get a good faith violation, take the good faith violation. Who gives a shit? Who cares? Take the hit. It's a slap on the wrist. They're like, oh, you can't do that. And you're like, okay, my bad, I'm sorry. Take your profit. You don't need to let that carry over to avoid one good faith violation. If I'm up $1,000 in a trade on this account, that's 100% gain on the account. If I'm on my 3rd good faith violation, I'm taking that profit and getting banned from the platform for 3 months, moving to another platform. You take your profit. Good faith violations aren't worth losing profit. Take your profits.
A quick touche to Brad. If you're in the Unusual Discord, Brad's got some phenomenal filters. He's the new chains king. So to ask him
Brad's
questions,
been killing it lately.
Brad kills it all the time. So give him a message or something if you want to talk to him about stuff. A lot to learn from him. A lot. Really, really good information from him. So
absolutely. All right, everybody, we're going to get the hell out of here. We'll be back on Wednesday. We're not doing Market Open on Wednesday, though. We're going to do it during power hours so we can catch some of the NVIDIA action. But with that said, thanks for kicking it with us for a few hours. We're going to get the hell out of here. And if we... Holy shit, my camera just zoomed so much. You can see my nose there. What's going on? If we take any trades... What is going on here? If we take any trades off there, we'll tag it on Twitter. Just pay attention to that and my beautiful close-up here. And we'll see you guys Wednesday.
Peace out.
Bye.